guys, welcome to the Broom Closet Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the Stanley Parable.
Hi.
Ultra Deluxe.
Ooh, Ultra Deluxe.
We are playing the one that just came out.
Ooh.
It's been a while since I played this game, like a long while since I've played or watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I remember a lot, so should I watch it again? And I was like, ah.
Instead, we decided I need to play it for entertainment value.
Correct, because she knows nothing, by the way. She knows nothing of this game.
I know the vibes. Like, I think I watched somebody a very long time ago play it, so I know the concept-ish of the game. I'm not completely blind to it, but I've never played it, and I don't remember actually watching anything. So I'm excited.
You just remember that you probably watched something called the Stanley Parable at some time.
Right.
Okay.
I don't even know what kind of thing it was.
So it had us put in the time, and then it said, hang on, and then it came to this screen, so I was like, we should start. So, go for it.
Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game.
I had to boot it up to record, to get it ready.
It's sentient. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Okay. Go ahead. Pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it.
Cool.
All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. I don't know who that was, but thank you. It was the game. Ooh, the game is in the game is in the game is in the game.
Yes. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
I can begin?
Begin!
Listen to the sounds of office life behind this.
The end is never the end, the end is never the end, is never the end. Is
oh.
Loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
The work is mysterious and
important.
important.
Employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Okay.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Actually, this is a lot.
Stanley was happy.
This gives me a lot of Severance vibes now that I think of it.
Yeah.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh, okay.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
The parable?
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That's suspicious.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
We're alone.
Huh.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Is that something I do?
Oh. Oh.
We're very sensitive. I'm gonna guess that this is a WAS
WAS.
situation. Okay. No one's here.
You can click on things.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh yeah, maybe I missed a memo. All of my friends of similar numbers are gone. How come they get Windows and I don't?
Wait 1 second.
Too sensitive still?
Yeah, it's really sensitive.
Bonk. Turn it down to 0 sensitivity.
Ah, that's smooth.
Nothing.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I understand this. I'm still gonna look. It's like everybody raptured.
It is.
That is odd.
437.
I'm employee 427.
You are. You're 427. Next door to 430. Or no, actually, you're close, but not actually right there.
I thought you were saying that's where the meeting room was, and I was like, how do you know that? He didn't say.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Screw
Perhaps
you.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Well, that's not the employee. 4B9? 4B49?
Interesting. I like that you have immediately not listened to him.
Yes,
No, of course not.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Yes.
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
The narrator's gonna
Stanley
hate me.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You are like the perfect person to play this game. That's why when you were like, I've never played it, I was like,
Eager to get back to
yes.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Well, hold on. Let's look at it. It does look interesting.
It does look interesting.
I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Well, what am I lying about? The fact that I'm here? And sentient? Oh no, I can't go back. If only. Did this place go out of business? Can I jump?
No.
Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What do you mean?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
What do you mean, God?
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay.
There's someone
oh,
you've
okay.
been neglecting, Stanley.
Can I get down there?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Is there some? Oh, I
Please,
can't get there.
stop trying to make every
Maybe
decision
jump.
by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her? Give
This
me a
is
little
it,
bit more.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
I don't even know who you
To
are.
put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
You're lying.
She's been waiting.
That looks scary. Did I leave myself no other? Oh well, I left no other
Yeah,
options.
oh no, the consequences of my actions.
Oh, phone.
That's her, Stanley.
Who?
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
There's got to be somewhere else to go.
Pick up the phone.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed
I
him.
have not picked up the
filling him
phone.
not just with radiance, but with hope.
I didn't pick up the
Hope for
phone.
a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness.
I didn't do it.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do
I was
that?
gonna say, how did you do
Loser.
that?
Chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
I love this.
I know.
Check.
Loser, you can't control
It's
me.
definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone.
Nope.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds
plug
his
it back
wife,
in.
and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Oh.
Music comes in, fade to white,
Ooh.
roll credits.
Chain smoker.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
That's your fault.
How is that even possible?
Don't tell me what to
None
do.
of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Well, they did.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you...
I'm
Wait a
sentient.
second. Did I just see...
It's me.
No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What do you mean, bud?
How had I not noticed it sooner?
I'm so
What?
pretty.
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yeah, I am.
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Yeah.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Yeah.
And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
It wasn't very
If you
long.
made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
No.
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
so mad,
Or did
bro?
you not grasp the severity of the situation?
No, I haven't.
Well,
You
I
haven't
won't have
explained
that
it.
kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh, you're gonna brainwash
Please
me?
observe this helpful instructional video.
They're gonna bring me some Kool-Aid?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical
Rupert.
real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
He could.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
Fish.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Oh.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having
Excellent.
something.
Making choices on a regular basis
Oh.
is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Okay.
Most medical professionals recommend
Did the game
making at
crash
least
for a
8
second, or was that
choices
part of
per
it?
day.
No,
Do
it
you
said
make more than
exercise
8?
or practice.
Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful
Are they?
and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially
I'm this
insignificant.
me, I'm a little
And
star.
the feeling should subside.
Called me a star.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in
Okay,
this
so
video.
make decisions that make sense but don't make sense.
That was the same voice as the narrator.
welcome
Whoa.
back.
Oh, nice.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Top,
But
top,
not
top,
to
top,
worry.
top, top,
Now that you're
stop,
properly
stop.
informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to
I don't
do
think the
would have
phone
been.
can ring
This
anymore.
way, please.
Okay. Bye. Well. There's no other options. I
Get
can't
on
go
the
anywhere else.
list.
I don't want to. I don't
You
want
have
to.
to.
I don't want to.
You have to.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. There are some moments in this game where you have to listen.
Mom.
Now that we know your
Stupid
choices are
mom making me do-
meaningful,
Oh, he won't
we
let me jump
can't
off
have you
either.
Jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway
like
through the
to.
story.
Too
That
bad.
story would make no sense
Can't.
at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative
the
contradiction
stomp
gets
button?
any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I want to go over there. There's a whole thing right there I don't get to go to.
You didn't make that choice!
But I would have fallen and died.
Keycard. Interesting.
How do I get a key card? In there? Can I get a key card in there? I'm gonna go
Maybe.
lock myself out.
Maybe. I don't know, dude.
Calculator noises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7. There's nothing else you can do.
Now I'm mad. They took away my free will.
Yeah.
Free Willy.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home
Mad.
free in the real world.
I know.
I'm mad. I don't want to do it.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Why are you like
I'm
this?
quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Ow.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Turn around. Can't go through that door, can you? Oh, okay.
Can I jump out a window?
No, but you also don't have to go to the left.
I would like to go this way again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh no! Everything is breaking
Everything
and
is
warping.
falling apart. Oh, the
And you're
numbers.
glitching it out.
Ooh. Let's see again what happened in this room. Anything different? Oh no, it's all the same.
Can't open that door, right? The other
That
one.
door? We
I don't think
tried.
So. It doesn't exist really in the space.
Ooh,
Very nice painting.
what a destination. Can I
This
burst
is actually
your wall?
one picture. The perspective just make it look like 2.
Anything? Any key cards?
Nothing for
I
you,
would,
dear.
I would, fine. I just want to see if anything's happening.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, I saw this room before.
Oh, it's ruined.
It's okay.
It's okay.
After everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game
Little
undone?
cult circle
Left here like so
Oh.
much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there
Get
were a
Chris
way to
out of the
continue,
broom
would it be worth
closet.
it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
No.
To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I broke it! I broke the game! No! It's okay.
You broke it. You disobeyed so hard, the game broke.
Ooh, I'm in space.
Oh, I'm here.
Hi.
I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
Yes.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Yeah.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yeah.
You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
You tried.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to.
Well,
He
I'm not
understands that
Stanley.
if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
What?
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
No.
That there's a world outside of you?
No.
You're a child.
Yeah.
Oh. My story.
Yeah. What about
If
it?
you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There
Oh,
was a
yeah?
whole underground facility.
Ooh.
You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
sounds fun.
It would have been so perfect.
I would like that.
worked so hard on
You
it.
would have.
I
Try.
tried so hard to make
Well, can we try again? I wanna do it
behave
again.
exactly as Stanley did. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I really just want to see what's gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Is it gonna do it all
No!
again?
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley did. That
This
means
is fun.
choosing responsibly
I like
and
this a
always
lot.
putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Okay.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
I would like to
When
go.
Stanley
Go
came to a
towards you.
set of 2 open doors,
gonna open
he
towards
entered
you.
the door on his left.
Yeah. Yeah. He said nothing this
He didn't
time.
even say anything.
Everything's in here.
You've broken the narrator. He didn't even speak to you. this
No!
time.
Why did you do
Wow.
that? Quickly, hurry back.
My god.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
It goes to show
That
you
means
just how
choosing
much of a people
responsibly
pleaser I
and
am.
always putting the
Oh.
story
Did you
first.
never go the wrong
I'm quite
way?
Sure you'll
I
be up to
did.
the
I just did
task.
not do it
Just follow
first.
my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I guess I should find out what goes the left way. I bet you it's the broom closet where Jim is. Chris!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Wait, look at the
Feeling
middle
a
of the
wave
table?
of
Oh, it's
disbelief,
glass.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tips for not getting
Everything the
fired.
same?
Yeah.
Please keep the targets on the topic of... Okay. Who moved my desk?
Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy.
Using slides to... Oh.
Everyone
Okay.
is unique. You most of all.
Where's the projection coming from? There's nothing.
Nowhere.
Bi-quarterly post review. We need reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers. More water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap.
That's so funny.
I love it. A lot of percentage. Teenagers, this tiny sliver, and size of demographic.
Space between the teenager.
That's hilarious. Throw something in the ideas bin. 1. No more bin trash cans. 2. Renaming of the ideas can. 3. Firing of me. Ideas bin! I love that a lot. Oh, wait, we're back here. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in conflict with another diligent employee, I'll never know!
What are your dreams for the future? Plant life.
Talk radio.
Mitosis.
Less air.
Comatose. Travel.
Honestly, this
lunch.
place seems weird.
It is.
Synergize core value expenditures, shift goal market paradise.
Global market paradigm.
Monetize, free to play. Help, I'm a post-it. They must have had so much fun making this game.
Oh yeah. Broom closet.
I'm sorry, Chris. Okay. Well,
He's
okay,
fine.
Chris.
He has fun in there apparently.
I don't
Coming
think
to a
he
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
does. Okay.
I like this little stairwell. It's a nice place. I love this office. I make so many rooms in The Sims that look like this. With the brown and red motif. Maybe I was subconsciously inspired by the Stanley Parable in my youth.
What's going on back here? The beige pages, not the yellow page. That's actually my kind of yellow. The beige page.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this
What is
until
happening
he
to that
saw the
panda?
door
Is that
with a
gunpoint?
voice receiver next to it.
So which
Surely
one is-
behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
Well-
Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up.
No,
but
I'm
now
talking.
he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Okay.
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Monkey P446.
Night Shark 115?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
That's legitimately, I was like, does it...
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah, I
Night
can't
Shark
talk.
You didn't mishear
115.
me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I can't. Night Shark 115.
1 second, let me see something.
Okay.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it.
I
but
think
you
we
know
might
what?
be stuck.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
I can't
the
do
kind
it.
of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a
Because-
choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the
I
right.
did,
You could
quite a
have done
lot.
whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
'Cause
Speak.
you wouldn't
Say
let me.
something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You.
I can't do it,
When
but
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he
That is
opened the door
part of it, I
in his
think.
hand.
Stanley! Go to the one on the right.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Everything's fine.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The
I
end!
need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
Oh,
Is everything all right?
I'm God.
Stanley, this is
I'm the voice in the
important.
clouds.
The story
Crows,
needs
crows.
you. It needs you to make a decision.
I
It
don't
cannot
think it's
exist
over yet.
without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply
Aw.
need you to take that step forward, please.
He can't do it.
Choose.
Nope, it's too broken.
Do something.
He's broken because I
This is more
broke the
important than you
game.
ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
I'm sorry.
So, you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley,
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, I don't think he's there.
Okay. It's okay. I can wait.
Why do you sound so
Only
upset?
Time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Valve.
That's all right.
Sorry, Leroy.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Okay.
Take as much time as you need.
Sorry, Stanley. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Is it time to make
All of
decisions
his
again?
co-workers were gone.
Now that you've gotten
What
an
could it
ending.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
No, you keep
Oh, okay.
She had simply missed a memo.
Go to door 430. Go back. Just try to get in there.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Get to click on it
Click a
430
door
times.
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
Just keep going. Just
Now
listen.
suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I'm clicking, man.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the
sorry.
satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble
No,
cause.
I'm
Not gonna do
better.
anything. Yeah.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
Oh, I'm
Yes,
certain I'm past there
almost
by now.
certainly 50 clicks.
I can do it. I can do it all myself.
You can do it.
No, I'm still not feeling it.
I
want this
need
achievement
it.
to have meant
I
something.
want to
It
get
has
in
be
here.
A true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
I am
I want to
hustling.
see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you
going.
go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
No.
Go do it. Go do it.
To 417?
417.
Oh, it's down that way.
20 clicks into 417. You gotta go find it. Nope, keep going. There it is. 20.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I don't know if it's beyond where I was. I feel like it's back here. 431 to 436. 437, did he say?
Yeah.
So it's beyond.
Yeah. Oh, it's right there.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I don't like this. You're making me do this. It's gonna be pointless at the end.
This is the best. 415 should be like right here. Yeah.
Now, back to door number
I
437.
hate you! I don't like this at all. This is mean.
Oh,
I'm not
I
even
forgot
gonna
about
get
that.
anything out of it.
I forgot about that one. Oh!
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine.
Freaking-
Right there.
All right, back to room 417.
Frick
I'm
you.
really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Aren't you excited?
No, he's not gonna give me anything. He's
Everything
making me
is
run back and
happening.
forth like a gopher.
Now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Fine. Where are
419, 419, 419. I think it's back in our room. Or actually, no, it might be. Oh, that's 418, so it might be the other side. 419. Climb.
How?
Up the chair. Yeah. Keep going.
I can't.
You can't go forward?
No. That's as far forward as I'm
Yes,
getting. Okay.
this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Frick you. I don't know.
We've almost got it.
We're
now
almost
the
there.
copy machine, do that
Copy
one again.
machine! We must Xerox!
Finish it off, Stanley. 5
Woo!
clicks on door
Woo!
430. Yes, we did it. Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
I got an achievement.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What were you thinking?
What was I thinking? I could have just run all over the doors to click things.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm curious.
Yay!
I'm just curious. What happens if you obey the rules?
Look, lovely meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here
Wow,
either.
no one's
Feeling a wave
here.
of
This is all the
disbelief,
same.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
broom closet is
hoping he
cool.
might find an answer there.
Oh,
Coming
there's
to
a down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
there?
to his boss's office.
There's a down. I want to see what happens when you obey the rules.
Okay.
I don't like the rules. Clearly, it's not my first choice, but I can obey them. I was trained well as a child. Oh,
This
it's
is different.
red.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
That's not what a
unraveled,
piano sounds
Stanley
like.
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Certificate of pompousness.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known
What
this.
was it for?
2845.
Thank you.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I figured it
Stanley
out.
happened to input the correct
I'm
code
so
by
smart.
Sheer luck.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Well,
Mmm.
this feels
Now that's
new.
interesting. What secrets lie near the boss's office?
Man, he wasn't lying about what could happen if you went through the left door.
Loading.
I was totally
loading.
fine with causing chaos.
Descending deeper
That's
into the
because that's your
building,
natural instinct.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to
If
think
I don't
for
feel like
himself,
it's important,
to question
chaos.
the nature of his job.
If it's
Why did he
important,
feel
I'm
this
very
now?
good at it.
Yeah.
And for years, it had
That's
never
why it's
occurred
wild
to
to
him.
watch you play games.
This question would not go
Because I
unanswered
literally
for
was
long.
like, I was like, oh, she'll probably go left and she'll do the right thing. And then you started to go to the right, and I was like, what am I thinking? Of course she's gonna go
Stanley
the wrong
walked straight
way.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Does the escape call to you?
It does. That's the mind control facility.
Yeah.
And that's the escape.
But can you trust it?
I don't know.
It's font
I'm gonna follow the rules
this time?
this time.
Because as you've seen, you can do over.
I can do over.
Yeah.
Because my immediate instinct was the chaos. So
I
I
know.
caused the chaos, and I've learned, there's other options here.
So for me, playing this the first time, or like watching it, my initial instincts watching it was to like, okay, follow the rules. Okay, yeah, you should follow the rules first, and then you do the escape.
yeah.
That's, I don't know why, but for me, I'm like, I'll listen. Okay, I've listened for long enough. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like kind of thing.
Because it doesn't sound trustworthy at all.
Light bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Cool.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
What did it
Stanley
hold?
thought to himself. Did he have the strength
go to-
to find out?
Do you have the strength to find out?
I do. I have the power of will and a mind and a sharp wit.
And real personage.
I wish I could say I have a sharp mind, but I don't. I do, however, have a sharp wit.
You do.
What am I doing over here?
Ooh, button. Camera
Now the
button.
monitors jumped to life.
Whoa,
Their true
fired.
nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Woo!
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Whoa.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's Stanley's?
That's
427.
nuts. There. I'm there.
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 Yeah.
Aw, my empty little desk. Why is that box glowing in 459s? Jeez. Okay. What do now?
Don't keep going that one.
Oh, sorry.
That was
I did not realize it was a second bridge.
No, it was new.
What now?
This mind control facility, it was
Yeah.
too horrible
It's
to believe
sad.
it couldn't be true.
It can't be true.
Had Stanley really
No.
been under someone's control all this
Oh,
time?
I,
No free
I
will.
Was this
totally
the only
believe
reason
it.
he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept
Employee
it
pirate. Ah!
You okay?
Yeah. I just freaking yank that. Ooh.
Yoink.
Red flashy lights are always
No.
friendly.
He
I refuse to
refused
believe it.
He couldn't
screen.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never!
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Was it?
Had he truly spent
Where are we
his
going?
entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I did. I don't seem like the brightest knife in the drawer.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working.
I don't want to
all
turn
of
it
it
on.
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human
Beep, boop,
life.
beep, boop, beep, boop.
For he would dismantle the controls once
Yeah,
and
totally. I
for
can totally
all.
do that.
Mind
All right.
controls awaiting input.
Alright.
Idle. Yeah.
Error 404. There is no run.
On or off? Nice.
I don't want everybody to be mind controlled. That would be bad.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Sweet.
Freedom was mere moments away.
But
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
yeah,
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
yeah, my darkness
Where
passed
had
behind
his
me.
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other
I
mysteries
thought
did
it
this
was gonna let me
strange
go back.
building hold?
No.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
through.
he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking,
This is like Silo.
but happiness.
I was thinking the
Perhaps
same
his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
I'm in a neighborhood.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Wow.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
You afraid of the outside world?
Stanley
No.
stepped through the open door.
I guess I can't go.
You can't.
I will thrust myself into reality.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
Is it all
skin.
fake?
The feeling of liberation.
It's not real.
The immense possibility of the new
I'm being
path
mind-controlled
before
right
him.
now.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Was I? Is this the correct way to play the game?
Now that is how you play the Stanley Parable.
I've done it. I want to cause more chaos.
Okay.
I
So-
can do it.
Now let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, check all the
of his
computers. Just do a
co-workers
quick
were
glance at
gone.
all of them.
What could it
Do
mean?
any of them say awaiting
Stanley
input?
decided to go to the meeting
Yes,
room.
yes.
Perhaps
I
he had
saw
simply
no.
missed a
It
memo.
changes. You put the input in on that computer. So it's not in this room. Go to the next room.
No.
Anybody say
Yeah.
awaiting input?
What?
There's one over there. Not that one.
I turned it off.
There.
Ah.
So click on it. Click
there-
closer to the computer.
How?
Like on, just facing the computer on it. There. That's it. You did it. Input received.
Oh, okay.
So that's all that happens. And see how there's like 5 nodules?
Yes.
Okay, so just keep going through this playthrough of it now. You can cause chaos. You're free to do whatever you want now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now do you want me to tell you things?
Yes.
Okay, go the right way.
When Stanley
the
came to a set of
left,
2
but the
open
right way.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Good job
If it
for
still
me.
lets you do it. I think. Because I was confused.
I want to do so many things.
So
Yet
I think
there
you'll
was
like
not
this
a
one.
single person here either.
So go, it's like,
Feeling a wave
Open the broom
of
closet.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around
No.
and got back on track.
Oh no, I
can
didn't.
you close the door?
Yeah.
Now just chill.
It's Chris.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Chris, where
just
you
an
at?
empty broom closet. No reason to still
I wish
be
if there was
here.
a sit mechanic. Because if this was me in real life, I would
Can you
just
crouch? Can you control crouch at all? No. Check out the broom closet. Hey guys, welcome to
It
the
was
Broom Closet
baffling that Stanley
podcast.
was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
You're right.
As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
That's funny. I wedge myself in here.
When I first
Are
watched
you,
this
are you
game,
really still in the broom closet?
this
I
is my
am.
favorite
Standing
part.
around doing nothing?
Yeah.
Why?
This and the door
Please offer
430
me some
achievement.
explanation
Because
here.
I
I'm,
can.
I'm genuinely confused.
Well, it's okay.
Biohazard spool.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet,
No,
at
I
least you would have had a
didn't.
reason for exploring it. to
I'm in
find out.
here
It
now.
wouldn't occur to me because literally this closet
Sorry.
is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
That's okay, voice
I never
of
would have
God.
thought to mention it.
I hope this is what God sounds like.
I hope so.
I love this calming
He's so
British man's
Maybe
voice.
to you, this is somehow its own branching path.
Branching
Maybe
path.
when you go talk about this with
Look
your
at the
friends, you'll
rendering.
say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending
The
was my
broom.
favourite."
The
I
broom.
hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, she doesn't. She likes it.
Don't I like it? I encourage.
She told me to do it.
Stanley
the
was
staple
fat and
gun.
ugly and really, really stupid.
Hey!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection.
I'm not
That's how
even
stupid he
Stanley, and
is.
that hurt my
Bad old
feelings.
drug money.
Chill.
Also, Stanley's
Drug-
addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? Why are you so mean to me? I'm just in the broom closet, and maybe I'll
Well,
continue.
I've come to a very definite
Maybe I won't.
conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
No, I'm not.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here.
Staying
when
here.
a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
I drank
and
the
you collapsed
the
on
mop
keyboard.
water is what I did.
I drank the mop
The
water.
responsible thing is to alert
Ew.
someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken
brushed my
care of
teeth with a
before it
broom.
begins to decompose.
Washed it down with a few staple
Hello?
guns.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I am
They have
not.
fallen prey to any number
bad.
of
We
your
have
countless
headphones
human
on.
physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Don't insult me.
Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place,
I
making sure they
belong
understand
here.
basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Okay.
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on
Oh,
them.
it's lost.
Yay.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay.
Can you just stay here and end the game here?
So I don't think so. I think you literally do have to leave.
Aww.
I think that's the end of what he'll say, but you can give it another second, see if he does say anything else.
22. SS.
Oh, SS, yeah. I was like, where did you get 22?
I don't know about you, but
I'm feeling 22.
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I think you're done. Now continue on the right path.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
good.
walked
I was gonna say, you can go
upstairs to
downstairs
his
or you can
boss's
go through
office.
the thing again and escape.
Oh, I could.
You can do that. Or you can do this first.
I want to do this first.
Okay.
The red light. Ooh,
Turn on
ooh.
the red light.
What's down here? There's a paper. I want to read the notes. I want to read those who were left behind.
By a
A
hole.
fire hose.
Ooh, a
But
car.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
Oh.
He might be fired for that.
In
And
this
in such a
economy?
competitive economy,
Yeah,
why
that's what
had
I'm
he
saying.
taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
I would like a soda.
And then something occurred to Stanley.
What?
Maybe, he thought to himself,
What is it?
maybe I am crazy.
Salty.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
2 before.
None of it made any
1, 2,
logical
4.
sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked
I've
down?
thought that already, but I
Why
just
did
kept it to
doors
myself.
close automatically behind him
What?
wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeated?
Whoa.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange.
California.
This can't be real. And at last,
California.
he came to the conclusion
No
that had been on the tip of his
safari.
tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
time changing?
He yelled. This is all a
It's
dream.
clicking through with seconds.
What a relief Stanley felt to have
Oh,
finally
what a
found an
relief it
answer,
is.
an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job.
Yeah, I'm dreaming.
He wasn't crazy after all.
I'm dreaming.
And he thought to himself,
This is
I
what
suppose I'll wake up soon.
dreams
I'll have to
are
go back to my
made of."
boring real-life job pushing buttons.
Yeah.
I may as well enjoy this
In
while
my
I'm
car.
still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
Ooh,
ground.
ooh, this is awesome. This is
Then
pretty
he
great.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
I loved it.
How was he remaining so lucid?
It's because I'm a genius.
And then perhaps
Ooh,
the
nice
strangest
rendering.
question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Why am I doing all this?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
For real.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
We're back
I'm
here.
dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Yeah.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Sometimes I'm
the
sure he
truth was
does.
that, of course, this was not a dream.
It was
How
not.
could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Remember, doors close
Stanley
automatically
is
behind
as
you.
awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh no.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Oh no.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Wild.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Yeah.
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh, I didn't
He
want
felt
to.
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Ooh.
the press of the mattress on his back,
I can see things.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish
wild.
it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
It's not really what I want.
Please. It's all I want.
It's not.
I want my apartment and my wife,
My wife!
and my job.
Life.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
It'll all be fine.
I am okay.
Who's Macappa? Well, that being said.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Is it to end?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, fun!
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Is Mariella
She
my
arose,
wife?
got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a
I
man
died.
who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself,
That's
and then
Stanley.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Do you?
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
The end is never the end is never the end is never the end.
And that is where we're gonna end this episode.
Ah, but there's so much more.
Don't worry, we'll
There's
get to it.
so many options.
Do you like it so far?
I do. I really love that this game is like free fall chaos.
Yeah.
Because even once you go down a path where it's like, no, turn back, there's like an option you didn't take in that path that could lead somewhere else.
It's pretty awesome.
I love that. I love this. This is fun. I love
fun.
that it lets me be chaotic and it kind of rewards me for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your kind of game.
It
like,
is.
It's very
I love
good.
this.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please leave a like, comment your favorite part, and subscribe to the channel to let us know. Ring that bell to be notified every time we upload, and we will see you next time. Bye!
5.
I know.